Welcome back. Pregame.tv, NFL time, as we have our final two NFL videos for 2013. And Brian Leonard, as I told you in the last video, as we finished up, hit his NFL Game of the Year, and that was the Carolina Panthers taking care of business against the New Orleans Saints. Now they travel, the Panthers do, to Atlanta. And we saw the Falcons on Monday night show that they did not quit. They gave San Francisco all they wanted, and had it not been for a tip pass return pick six, old San Fran might still need a victory to get in the postseason.
Yeah, that's right. We were probably fortunate in that Carolina game, but sometimes you're going to get lucky on these type of games. And you mentioned it as my game of the year. It was a very important game for Carolina. In fact, it may have been their game of the year. And to come out and win that game in the fashion that they did. You know, Carolina hasn't been to a bowl game since 2008. So now they're, or excuse me, a bowl game, talking about college football. They haven't been to a playoff game since 2008. Now they're back in the playoffs. That was a huge game for them last week.
No doubt about it. Now, with them making the playoffs, again, you don't want to relax because you still want to win the NFC South. But is there that sense of kind of exhale because we know we're in the postseason now for the Panthers? Yeah,
and, you know, I think they're as well know as much as we do that, you know, the Saints are 12.5-point favorite there. So even if they win, chances are it's not going to make much of a difference. But this is a team here in Carolina that is stayed under the radar most of the season. They've been a very good team, but I don't like the situation they're in this right here, and I'll elaborate a little bit more on it when we go into it. But you know, the Saints had everything going for them. Now they might not even make the play. If they don't win and Arizona wins, Saints will be off on the sideline, and our good old friend VR will not be a happy man.
Hey, the thing is, too, that when you have a team with no pressure on them like a Tampa Bay, they're dangerous. They can do what they want. They can go 4th and 6 and pull fake punts, fake field goals. Last game of the year, you never know. So we know Peyton does his best work there in the Superdome, no doubt. But, again, can't take anything lightly. And that's the whole thing. People say, well, teams that have to win, they're at home. Hey, look what happened to Seattle. Okay, I mean, that's just it. Is Arizona better than we thought, or is Seattle maybe not as good as we thought? All these questions will be answered over the next several weeks, and it makes for a great playoff setup. But right now, there's teams that are just trying to get in the postseason, and we'll have to see what happens. But this is your game. It is Carolina in Atlanta. Panthers -6, total 45. Brian Leonard, take it away.
All right. Well, I'm going to take the dog here. I'm going to take Atlanta. I realize they played on Monday Night Football, lost a heartbreaker, short week for them. But, you know, what was it, two months ago, we talked about the Atlanta Falcons throwing in the towel, giving up. The season was over. Team coming into the season with serious playoff aspirations, and they really struggled early on. So everybody thought, well, they're done. No, they're not done. Look at the way they played lately. I mean, Ken mentioned the San Francisco game. They were going in there. That was a coin flip game until the turnover late in the game, and they lose that game by 10. Still cover the spread. I think Atlanta's coming into this pretty confident. You know, I don't know if they're going to win this game straight up, but I think the points are very valuable here. You go back, Atlanta's worst loss of the season was the last time they played Carolina, 34-10. That was their biggest loss on the year. And Atlanta has not lost a home game in 4 years by more than 7 points, just once. Seattle this year. That's the only team that's beaten them at home by 7 or more points the last 4 years. This is a tough place to play. You know, you go back the last 5 games, Atlanta's worst loss has been 10 to San Francisco. Before that, 4. And if you watch that game against San Francisco, as we pointed out, that wasn't a 10-point game. It was a lot closer than that final 10-point margin. Panthers never played well here in Atlanta. Go back the last 5 years, they've lost every single time they've been here by 2, 14, 21, 8, and 17 points. Carolina, as I said, 2008, the last playoff berth. Now they're in the playoffs, first time since 2008. And despite an 11-4 record on the season, Carolina only outgains the opposition by 0.1 yards per play. Now, a lot of that is because they run the football a lot more than anybody else does. So when you run the football, you're not going to get as many yards. But they haven't been dominant in these games, and they do allow over 66% completions. I think Atlanta's going to hang in there. It wouldn't surprise me if Carolina still wins the game. But this line is 6, 6.5 right now, in my opinion. It's just too high regarding the situation, and we'll take the points with the home dog.
There you go. And then you throw in that Steve Smith probably won't be playing there for Carolina. That's a big loss there. Got to ask you your take on Tony Gonzalez. You think he comes back one more year for Atlanta?
No, he's already said this was it. It's going to be his last game, and you know, sitting there playing at home obviously is, you know, interesting. They play in San Francisco last week, come back home on the short rest. This is one guy. I mean, everything I've ever read about this, he's a class guy.
Class act.
not only a class guy, a great player, and he came back this year because he thought they had a chance to win the Super Bowl. And for the team, the way they started that season, and I was one of the guys that had written them off, to come back and play the way they have down the stretch, that shows me a lot of heart. And so if they've done it in the last 4 or 5 weeks, why wouldn't they finish off this way against a team that crushed them last time they played them?
And not only that, Gonzalez, they were actually trying to trade him to Kansas City to give him a shot, and he said, no, this is all right. I came back. This is what I signed up for. Unfortunately, things didn't fall the way that we wanted them to, but I'm sticking it out here in Atlanta.
Yep, another class move.
He is a good guy, no doubt. Cal's finest, Tony Gonzalez, my good pal Roxy Bernstein, who calls Cal's basketball, and you'll see him all over ESPN. He is good friends with Tony Gonzalez, and again, TG, class act. All right, that's going to do it for this video. Again, Brian says, take Atlanta, take the points. Any chance this goes up to a touchdown where the public may get on Carolina on Sunday?
Yeah, they may. I'm in no hurry to play it right now in the 6.5 area because it's such a bonus to have it go up to 7.
All right, we'll see what happens there. Have one more video. It's got 2 other teams from the NFC West, and we've got San Francisco and Arizona from Glendale. That'll be my free play. That'll be our final video for 2013. So there you have it. Brian Leonard says take those dogs, the home dogs, the Atlanta Falcons, over the Carolina Panthers. We'll be back right after these words. Pregame.tv.